Welcome to this class of Learning English Together. This is for English speakers at the beginning to intermediate level, and this is lesson 2. For today's class, we'll go over the homework from last week. We'll talk about some new words. I'll talk about some American customs. We'll discuss some points of grammar. I'll cover some pronunciation tips. I will share a video with you along with a transcript of the video and some notes about the transcript itself. And then we'll talk about some homework. First of all, from last week, what is a noun? A noun is a person, place, or thing. What is a proper noun? A proper noun is a specific person, place, or thing. What is a common noun? A common noun is an unspecified person, place, or thing. How do proper nouns differ from common nouns in writing? A proper noun is capitalized. So proper versus common nouns. George Washington is a proper noun. A man is an uncommon noun. New York City is a proper noun. A village is a common noun. Atlantic Ocean is a proper noun. A mountain is a common noun. Let's talk about some new words. 5 new words. Employer, friend, neighbor, aunt, and uncle. So an employer is someone who hires or employs people. A friend, of course, is someone that you know and care about. A neighbor is someone who lives near you in some sense. And aunt and uncle, or aunt and uncle, are the female and male relatives from your mother and father. So in English, it's more common to hear aunt in broad Middle American accent, but you may hear the word pronounced as aunt. And uncle, of course, is pronounced the same everywhere. Let's talk about this word employer, which is an interesting word because it helps us understand another kind of word, and that is a word where a verb is turned into a noun. So employ is a verb. The person who employs someone is an employer. There's a hard sound in there that we've talked about before, and that is the ER or the OR that shows that a verb has been turned into a noun. So, for example, write becomes writer. Work becomes worker. Think becomes thinker. Create becomes creator. Dictate becomes dictator. Now notice something about those last 2 words. Creator and dictator. The OR and the ER sounds are pronounced the same. But in some words in English, when you turn the verb into a noun, the word gets the ending of OR. It's more common to see the ER ending, and again, they are pronounced the same. But it is a tricky part of pronunciation that you will have to learn which words have the ER ending and which words have the OR ending. Here's something which can help you. Typically, a verb that ends in ATE will get the OR ending. Let's talk about some American customs, such as greetings. When you greet someone, it is polite and customary to inquire about their state of being. For example, hello, James. How are you feeling? Good morning, Mother. How did you sleep? And in response, it is customary to give a polite response. I'm feeling fine. I slept well. Now let's talk about some grammar and let's talk about making plurals. A simple plural is easy to make from most words, and that is adding an S at the end of the noun. So, for example, bird becomes birds, car becomes cars, elephant becomes elephants. Now, just as a reminder, English has more complex forms of words than does Haitian Creole. So you may have to learn a few different ways to create a plural word from a singular word. But the most common way is to add the S at the end of a word. Talk a little bit about pronunciation. Last week we talked about the short A, as in sat or hat. Today we'll talk about the long A. It's more than just one pure sound. It is almost an A plus a Y sound. You form your mouth to say the A, and then you bring your chin to halfway to close your mouth. So A. Now I'm exaggerating, but this is A. You shape the vowel more with your mouth than you do in Haitian Creole. So base, late, maze, day, say. Listen for that AY feel for the long A. It's not pure and strong. It's a very soft form, but the whole sound itself is more than just one sound. So A. For the next part of our class, I will ask you to open up this video and watch it. I cannot play the video during the recording because the recording is copyrighted. So listen to it on your own and then read the transcript. And while you are reading the transcript and listening to the video, pay attention to the pronunciation of the words that people are using because it is informal English speech. It is not like lyrics to a song. So you will hear more casual pronunciations, and you will see that people who speak English natively will make mistakes. They may change the tense of the verb in a sentence between the first half of a sentence and the rest. They may use the wrong word. So that's normal in English that you are not a perfect speaker. So some transcript notes. I've added some explanations, missing words, or better English in brackets. And as I mentioned before the start, people who speak English natively sometimes may use the wrong word or grammar, such as starting a sentence using one verb tense, but ending the sentence with another verb tense. So for our last exercise for today's class, explain what ER and OR words are. What ER or OR words can you make from this list of words? Produce, sing, run, yell, play. Elevate, pontificate, moderate or moderate, orate or berate. And then for conversational practice, find a friend who's learning English and practice introductions. After you watch the video that we looked at during class and read the transcript, answer these questions. What is the key problem in the park? What is a national park and what is a layoff? Finally, should people who work for the government be paid? And what do you think about this situation? Thank you for being a part of this class this week.